Hey guys, welcome to Health Ed 2 for the summer course. We're about to embark into a 6-week course, so it should be a fun, exciting weeks of summer for us to embark into health. My name is Jason Gant. I'll be your teacher through the semester, and I'll be looking to learn as much from you guys as you guys are from the textbook and myself and other students here. So just a little bit about myself. I've been teaching this class for about 6 years, 5 years. So did it last summer on the same kind of setup with the 6 weeks, and I thought it went pretty well. So we'll be kind of going through and kind of doing similarly that we did last week. We'll try to throw some different stuff at you, and I'll explain kind of how the semester is going to roll here in a second. But a little bit about myself. I'm the women's soccer coach here on campus at Sierra College. So I also coach activity classes. I teach the physiology of fitness class. Teach a couple of different classes here on campus. So soccer's kind of my main thing here on campus, though, as far as like coaching and doing. I teach a lot of soccer classes as well. So obviously the World Cup's going on, so it's pretty exciting for me today. Some good games today with this is Sunday. So Germany lost to Mexico, which was pretty exciting. But the United States isn't in it. Brazil tied Switzerland earlier today as well. Some pretty good games. Spain and Portugal was a good game as well. So tomorrow will be another fun, exciting day. So I'll be watching. I'll be up on the computer. So if there's a game going on early in the morning, I'm probably on the computer watching a game. So probably a pretty good chance you'll be able to get a hold of me. 9 to noon here this next week, I'll be doing camp. So I probably won't be on the computer. So, but other than that, you should be able to get in touch with me through email. Through the discussions, or you can use your inbox here on Canvas. So I opened up what it looks like for you guys on Canvas. So you'll need to log into your Canvas account to kind of get in touch here. It's going to look like Summer 18 Online Health Ed 2. Look in there. There's going to be a little link here. My video will be underneath this after it gets published, and we put it in here. And every week I'm going to do a similar video. So I'll put that into the module as well. So you'll go start here, click on that. And it's going to talk to you about different things on how to use Canvas. There's a Canvas study guide that you'll go through on different ways to use Canvas and navigate through it. If you're a little bit more experienced with Canvas, you can kind of disregard that. But if you're new to it, some good little links and stuff in there. If you come back to home, then you can go ahead and click your journey through health education. That's the same thing. That's not very smart, Jay. So pop there. But if you go to module list, so every week I'm going to open up a new module. I'll try to open them up 2 at a time. And I'll try to leave 1 open. So there should be like 3 open at a time. First week, there'll just be 1 open, but for the other ones. And if you're going someplace, you're going to be on a boat or something where you're going to lack internet for a week, let me know. You might just fall behind on some of the discussions, but just communicate with me a little bit. So if you go to here, you go to the module list, it's going to go week 1.1, 1.2, because the way the class is so short that I've either had to link them into 3 things into a week, like 3 normal weeks, or 2. So the first week we're just going to pop into 2 because obviously it's introduction and chapter 1 and kind of go over exactly what we're doing and a little bit of newness. So we'll make it a little bit lighter here. But if you go through the different weeks, 2.1 is week 2. 2.2 and 2.3. So there's 3 different modules for that week that you'll have to complete for that week. So if we pop into module number 1.1, you go and look here. Talks a little bit of what I just talked about with it being a 6 weeks. I recognize that some of you guys might not have your book yet. I'll go over which book it is in a second here from the website. But here's an introductory video, which you're watching right now. That'll be there. Syllabus, it's linked in there, and then there'll be a syllabus quiz on like what you need to do online and what's going on there. So that'll be there. And then netiquette, like how we respond to people, how we communicate online. Sometimes people have different experiences based on their ability to communicate over an online course, which some people might take it as a little bit different ways. So it just kind of goes over netiquette. How do we communicate over an online course? And then I want to know a little bit about you. Who are you? Why are you taking this class? I'm teaching this class because actually this is one of my favorite classes to teach because we talk about our bodies, talk about us as people, talk about how we are going to live, because the ultimate goal is to live as long as we possibly can at some stage and live happily. I mean, live healthy and live as functional as possible. What's your name? My name is Jason. You can call me Jay. Some people call me Jay Gant. You can call me Jay. That's the easiest part of the thing. What's your major? I was a business undergrad. Worked as a stockbroker for a while, and then went back to school and was a coach at Sac State as an assistant and got my master's in kinesiology. So I went back and got a different degree for that, for my master's. What's your favorite healthy food? I love fruit. Cherries probably, strawberries, blueberries, bananas, everything sweet and fruity. I enjoy fruit, but I do enjoy like a nice steak or something like that as well. What's your favorite type of exercise I like to play? I also like to run. So running or playing soccer would be my thing. What's your favorite music band or artist? Right now, I've been listening to a lot of different stuff. I would have to say probably the Avett Brothers would probably be the top one. I enjoy Lumineers a little bit. I like a little bit of EDM type stuff right now, which is kind of thing. But then I also like Tupac and different stuff like that. So a little bit all over the spot. Did you do anything fun over the break? I went to Santa Barbara and did a little bit of kayaking. We did a little kayak in the ocean and so down there. So that was kind of fun. So you got to do that. But I'm also remodeling my house, so it's kind of taking everything. It's not really that fun. So that's week 1. You guys kind of get the idea. You'll obviously put that into the discussion, not over the video like I just did. And then you go back to modules. Module 1.2. You're going to go ahead and read through that. There's going to be a lecture. It'll be a PowerPoint presentation, chapter 1 quiz. And then we're going to talk about 6 components of health, right? We're going to pop into there. What are the 6 components, right? And so here's an example, physical component. That's a little example that you would do. So the 6 components are physical, psychological, spiritual, social, intellectual, and environmental. People always put environmental thinking like, hey, I recycle. So not necessarily like what environment are you living in? Is your house full of clutter? Is your it's bigger than just recycling, right? Like what environment do you live in? Is it a healthy environment? Is it abusive? Is there screaming? Is there calm, tranquility? I tried to do it behind with the tranquil pictures in the background. But what are those things that are going to be a little bit in your environment that are going to help you or hurt you? So where do you rate yourself? Social, how social are you? Are you chained to your phone constantly and not interacting with people? But one could say that being online and talking to other people, that could be social as well. So I'm not going to judge there. Spiritual, not necessarily doesn't have to do with religion. Could be. A lot of it could, or it could be how spiritual you are with anything. So kind of popping in, whether it's meditation or anything like that. Psychologically, how you doing mentally? Are you processing things, or is the environment? A lot of these things kind of interact, but psychologically. Physical, that could be eating, that could be working out, that could be a lot of different things with there, but your physical health, whether you have a chronic disease or no chronic disease, those are things to look at with that. So those are your rate yourself. So you'll 1 through 5, rank 1 to 5, rank between 1 to 5 being the highest. So if you're 5, you are physical, you are a Greek god or goddess, or a gadito, like whatever it is. So 5 would be really high on that. Spiritual, maybe you're the Dalai Lama, like you think that you're going to be a 5. So those are just some examples. So just different ideas there. Intellectual, obviously down here. Do you enjoy reading? Do you enjoy navigating through life to find different things? Do you go on vacation? Do you go check out the redwoods and then find out how old they are and how the soil allows for them to grow that eye, and the weather, like different things like that? Like, is it geologically, or are you always looking to be intellectually challenged, or are you going to school? Is that the way it is? So that would be different things. I kind of just skipped over that. So so that is there for one thing. So you'll have to do that. That's your self-evaluation. So you're going to submit that online. So the way you submit that, actually, let's go back, is you put it into a Word document, which will be on that. And then you can go ahead and submit it that direction. There'll be a place on this thing you can submit it. It's a little bit different look because it's obviously on my computer, but you'll have a place you can submit it as a Word and do that. Back to modules. This is a little bit longer video than normal because I'm trying to help you guys go through it and just kind of get discussions. What health is the easiest for most people? What do you think it is? That one's going to be due Monday, June 25th. And obviously, if you're on a boat and you can't do it, you're going to lose points on the discussion. That's just the nature of the interaction with the discussion, being able to communicate with it. Try to post. Don't try to post like, oh, let me ram everything, get past everything in the last minute. Right? Maybe try to post on a Monday, come back on a Thursday and reply to something. That's how a discussion kind of works, not just doing the Friday at 10:05 and then 10:11 do another discussion after it, because it gives people some interaction time. There you go. I think that is going to be about it. I believe you can look through the modules and you guys can see when the final is. There'll be a midterm and a final. Each kind of week, each chapter, there'll be a different online quiz that you'll have to take on it and a discussion that you can kind of look through and be able to do. Okay, and I'll try to have a video like this so you get some interaction with me every week. I'll even attempt to do a couple of lectures that way as well. So hope you guys have a great week. Watch a little bit of the World Cup. Get your book as fast as you possibly can. Oh, that was your book. Let's go to your syllabus real quick. So the link's on the side there. And your book is going to be an invitation to health. Live it now, brief edition, 9th edition. The ISBN number's right there. You can order it through Amazon or different sites or through the bookstore, whatever's convenient for you as well. So that is that. Okay, have a great week. Again, my name is Jason. My email is up on the website there. Email is probably the best. My office number's there as well. Office Thursday, 12:30 to 1:30. Really just email me and we can make everything happen. All right, have a great week. I look forward to having you guys in the class.